Hi, this is Suchi and welcome back to the NumPy series. In our previous video, we have talked about the reshape method for manipulating shape of an ndarray. But we have seen that reshape method cannot help us to change the size of an array. We have to keep the data same, we have to keep the size same, and we can change the shape of the array with the help of reshape function. Now we will talk about the resize function. So with the help of resize method, we can finally change the size of the ndarray. So first of all, let us just import the NumPy and give it an alias of np so that we can call it as np. Now, let's go to the resize function. So let's say this is our array. And with the help of reshape function, we saw that we can change the shape of the array without changing its size or the data. So this is the array which is having 12 elements. And if we are having 12 elements and if we keep the size same, we can easily change that shape, change the shape to 3, 4 because 3 into 4 is again 12. So we can easily fit these elements, these 12 elements into the array, which we were able to do with the help of reshape function as well. We can easily perform the same thing with the help of resize. But here, before using resize, we have to remember one thing. If we use array name dot resize, then what will happen is it will change the array in place. That means it will change the array itself. It will not return any new array, unlike the reshape function. The resize function will not it will not return something, but it will just change the original array itself. That is why I have written here, it is an in place function. So we have to remember that it will do in place operation. Definitely we can have that functionality with the help of np.resize, where we will be passing the array and the second parameter will be the shape, and that will return the new array. But here I am just going to show you how to proceed with this method, ndarray.resize. So let us move ahead. So here you can see I have just created one array from 10 to 33, and I'm taking only the even elements because I have defined the step size as 2. So here you can see there is one array which is getting generated, and I'm also printing the array, the size of the array, the shape of the array. And then what I am doing is I am just calling the resize function on this array. So arr1d.resize. Here you can see that I have not assigned it or assigned the result of this to anything because it is not going to return anything. It will be returning none, and it will be changing the array arr1d itself. That is why here you can see after the resize operation, I am again printing arr1d, its size and the shape. So if I run this, you can see here before the resize operation, the array was a simple array, one-dimensional array, and the size was 12. And here you can see the shape as well. Now, after the resize operation, where I have specified the shape as 3, 4, that means 3 rows, 4 columns I want. So here you can see 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and 4 columns, means in each row there are 4 elements. So that's what we are seeing over here. So the size has not been changed because we have specified 3, 4, and if we specify that 3 into 4 is 12. So the size is 12 and the shape is 3, 4 that we specified over here. Now what if we want to change the size as well? We can easily do that. So first thing, we might need to decrease the size. That means we might need to create an array with let's say 2 into 3, 6 elements. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up to this, I want to take and I want to create an 2 by 3 array. That means 2 rows, 3 columns. So if I want to do that, I can easily do with the help of our resize function. Here you can see decreasing the size of an array. So here the size was 12, but we are taking only 2 into 3, 6. So here you can see there are 2 rows, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So this is decreasing the size of the array. So how we can achieve that? We can easily do that with the help of resize function. Here you can see I have again created the array, printing the array size and shape, and then I am applying the resize method on this array. So once I am resizing it, here you can see I am resizing it with 2, 3. After that, I am printing the array again and its size and shape also. So if I just run this cell, you can see here, before the resize operation, we are having the array as it is. We are having 12 elements. Here you can see the size of the array is 12. Shape is again this. So this is an 1D array. Now, if you look at the after resize operation, the array has become a 2-dimensional array, a 2 by 3 array, where you can see the shape that we have specified over here. The same shape is visible over here. So the array shape has been changed to 2 by 3 and the size of the array has also been changed to 6. So it was 12, it has become 6. That means what happened to the rest of the elements? They are simply discarded. It is only taking the elements which are fitting into this shape. So that's how the resize function can change the size of the array. Now let's move into the other scenario where we are not decreasing the size, but we are increasing the size. So if we want to increase the size, for example, here 12 elements are present, but we want an array with 3, 5. That means 3 rows, 5 columns, which means we want 15 elements array. So what will happen to these missing elements? We only have 12 elements, and how we can create an array with 15 elements? So resize handles this in its own way. I will show you what is happening here with this missing elements. So if I run this, here you can see what I have written is, I have created the array, printed the array and the shape and the size. Then I am calling the resize function with a shape 3, 5. That means I am expecting the array size to be 15. And then again, after the resize operation, I am printing the array and the shape and the size. So if I run this, you can see what is happening to the missing element. So what it puts in these positions. Let us see. Let us run this. So here you can see before the resize operation, we have this array and the size is 12 and the shape is this. Now after the resize operation, we have this array resized to specified shape that we have passed as a parameter here. So this has become a 3 by 5 array. We have 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and we have 5 columns. That means in each row we have 5 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here you can see the missing elements. In the place of missing elements, it has put 0. So that's what resize does. Resize will put 0, fill zeros in the missing elements if we are increasing or enlarging the array. So this is how it is handled over here. Now, you might be thinking why I am creating only 2-dimensional array. Can resize only create 2-dimensional array? No, the answer is no. Just like reshape, resize can also take any type of shape as a parameter, and we can create any multi-dimensional array with the help of resize. For example, if we want to create 2, 3, 3, so this will become 18 Again, we are increasing the size, we are enlarging the array. So here you can see the missing elements are filled with 0. If we are changing the shape to 2, 1, 3, so it is decreasing the size, and here you can see it is just omitting the rest of the elements. It is just taking the first 6 elements to fill in the array. So this is how our resize will help. Now, as I have mentioned earlier, this is changing the array itself. It is doing an in place operation. If because of any reason we don't want an in place operation, what we can do is we can use, instead of using the array dot resize, instead of using it like this and getting it changed in place. So here you can see, if we do this, our array itself will get changed. Here you can see the array is getting changed. But if we don't want this to happen, if we want an array to be returned and we want a new array with the result, and we want the original array to stay intact, what we can do is we can use let's say arr new, we can use np.resize, that is numpy.resize, and we can pass the array 1d, arr1d as the first parameter to this function, and the second parameter will remain the same thing, the shape of the new array. So what this function will do, this function will return us the result, and we can assign it to the same array as well as to a new array. So it will not change this arr1d. Let me just print it for your visibility. So here you will see that arr new and arr1d are different. So let me just run this. So here you can see arr1d was defined, and then I'm just calling the resize function on arr1d and passing the new shape to this np.resize. And then we are getting arr new as the result. And here you can see arr1d remains the same, the 1d array. It is not affected by this function. And what is happening here? Arr new is returned, and if we print that, this is the array which we were expecting as a result. So the result is assigned to arr new. So that's how we can avoid the in place operation. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Keep learning, keep implementing. Thank you for watching.